Don't cross-dressing when playing online games. Author, Agam Mora. Crossdress Small World, Part 4, Young Master's Girlfriend Part 2. I had a long time learning how to talk like a woman in games, so I didn't have much trouble learning how to talk from Tiffany. However, I simply pretend to be a girl when playing games. I've never done that outside, so the way women walk, perform gestures was a real nightmare for me. After about an hour of teaching, Tiffany said, "It's too late now. Learning is not something that happens overnight. You already have a rough grasp, just needs more time to cultivate. It's time to report to the young master." After saying that, we went back to the old room together, but Dustin is no longer there. Tiffany understood almost immediately. She led me to another room. This room is like a miniature office, perhaps formerly where the old coffee shop owner took over. Obviously, Dustin is here. He's sitting in front of the computer doing something. Hearing us enter, Dustin immediately turned around with a welcoming smile. At the moment, he is wearing a pair of glasses. He looked completely different from how he looked when he first met me. How should I put it? I feel that he is a bit handsome and scholarly right now. As soon as I thought of that, I immediately shook my head in denial. Why do I think so? Dustin asked, "How are things, girls?" Tiffany replied, "Young master, her appearance is already perfect. Right now, it only takes a little time for her to practice a woman's lifestyle." Dustin was satisfied. His appearance, I can see it, is absolutely beautiful. Lifestyle training, of course, takes some time. It's best if you move in with me for a year. I don't understand why my face is a little red when I hear Dustin praise me for being beautiful. Dustin seemed to see through my thoughts. He gently smiled again at me. I turned my face away to avoid his gaze. Dustin continued, "Because within this year, you will have to move to my place to live as my girlfriend, so you need to give your family a notice. They won't worry. Here, I have just finished preparing documents for you to officially become an employee of my family company. Of course, you don't have to go to the company to work. This was merely an excuse for your family to allow you to disappear for a while. Regardless of the debt, you will still receive a salary as an official employee of the company." I received the documents from Dustin. My heart was a little moved. I asked him, "Why did I cheat you so much money? You still want to help me?" Dustin lightly touched my hair and said, "Of course, because you are my girlfriend." I do not feel uncomfortable with this touch of Dustin's hand. I thanked him most sincerely. Dustin said, "No need to be polite. Now, you can remove your makeup, change back into your clothes and go home to give your family a notice." Surprised, I asked, "Will you allow me to go directly?" Dustin smiled and replied, "Of course. I never gave you a hard time. Even though I brought you here secretly, I've never done anything barbaric like tying up or forced interrogation." I think back, that's true. I think both of them again. After removing my makeup and changing into my old clothes, I was about to send the outfit back to Tiffany, but she refused. Tiffany said, "I told you, ma'am, I give you this outfit. Consider this as a present from me to my lady. Hope you appreciate them." I also fold them up and put them in my backpack. I said, "Thank you very much. I will definitely cherish them. Yes, I will definitely cherish them, because they are what made me realize the good person hidden in me." Dustin brought me home. I said goodbye to them and opened the door to enter my house. My parents were waiting at the dining table with worried faces. When they saw me, they were overjoyed. My mother said, You always make your parents worry." I apologized profusely. "Yes, I'm sorry, parents. I was stuck applying for a job at a company, so I came back a little late. My parents widened their eyes in surprise. What? Apply for a job at the company? Are you telling the truth? I replied quietly, handing over the documents that Dustin had prepared for them. I've been accepted to work at Heroic Corporation. My parents picked up the documents to read, and they happily said, "Oh. Finally, my son didn't bother me anymore. Looks like Heroic Corporation is the big software company in the capital city, right?" I replied, yes. My mother said, "I am so proud of my son." I started to do the main thing, yes, but the company is quite far. In the near future I have to stay at the apartment arranged for the company's employees so that it is convenient to go to work. My father said to me, "It's okay, the past 20 years, I and your mother have gotten tired of looking at your face. Go away, as long as you don't forget to visit us from time to time." I was touched and hugged my parents. Although my father's words were difficult to hear, I knew from the tone of his voice that he cared about me. Unexpectedly, they still treat a useless son like me well. After a warm meal with my family, I returned to my room to shower and rest. I took Tiffany's clothes out of my backpack, intending to put them away, but then a thought prompted me to put them on. I put on each item in turn. Indeed, fastening the bra hook is as difficult as Tiffany said. It took me a long time to do it. I looked at myself in the mirror. Although I have no makeup on my face now, I am still quite satisfied with my current appearance. Besides, the comfort of women's clothing is also something I can't deny. I turn on my computer and access the MMORPG game I was playing. I spent a lot of time outside today, so I haven't finished the game's daily quests. Most of the quests in the game are team-based, so I need to find some people to join. I turned on the friends status bar to see a list of who was online. At the top of the list is Dustin, because he is my husband in game. After today's events, I was quite shy, did not dare to open the chat box to chat with him. But Dustin was not. He texted me immediately, "Oh, my lady comes home to play games?" Although I was quite embarrassed, I still politely answered him, "Ah, yes, I am addicted to games. What about you? Don't you still have work to do?" Dustin texted back, "Today's work has been roughly arranged. Currently, the company has not started a new project yet, so I am still free. Maybe tomorrow will be a little tired. It's okay to like the game. Thanks to the game he has discovered many aspects of life. But too much addiction is not good either. Watch out for someone tricking you into top up for him and giving away items just like me." I texted back, with a sulky icon, "I know my mistake. Don't tease me anymore." Dustin replied, "I dare not, my lady. Need a party member to do the quest?" I texted, "Ah, yes." Dustin replied, "Then click accept the invitation, I already set up the party." A party invitation pop-up show, I press OK, my character teleports to where the rest of the party members are. Besides me and Dustin, there are 2 people in the current party, Lost World and Iron Thor. This game allows a party of up to 4 people. Although fewer people can still do it, it will be very difficult to do the quest. This is also our familiar 4-member party. Since we've played together for a long time, we get along really well. Ordinary daily quests were not difficult for us in any way. The members of our team all ranked quite high in the game's fame ranking and were in the top 10 players. In which, Dustin is of course the strongest, he ranked 3rd in the top 10. While the 3 of them are giants with a lot of money, I was fortunate to break into the top 10 thanks to Dustin's protection for a long time. After defeating the boss in the final daily quest, we gathered together at a familiar location to distribute items. Dustin did not care too much about items, so he let Lost World and Iron Thor divide themselves. As for me, of course, I have no right to speak. But the two of them still fair play, never once did they split items unfairly. While they were dividing items, my characters and Dustin found a corner to make intimate and emotional gestures with each other like before. The only difference is, before I pretended to approach the rich man, but now, we are really lovers, even though this love is only of a contractual nature. To be continued. Today's story would like to stop here. Thank you for watching. Please like and share for people with similar interests to motivate me to develop my channel. Goodbye and see you in another story.